So hey guys, welcome to Appalachia's Homestead. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you've had a fantastic Friday. Been very productive today. Been a beautiful day here in East Tennessee. We got some rain overnight. It's cleared out. It's 60 degrees. It's time for a hot date night with that cutie of mine. So that's where we're headed next. We don't get to get out and get something like this very often. So it's nice to be able to get out every now and then, you know, have a nice date night with your sweetie. So be sure you're doing that. It's very important that you're squeezing in good family time, okay? I want to make sure I say that. So everything is great, and I want to welcome you back to the channel and thank you for being here. But I need to ask you a question, okay? What could your family do with $10,000 today? Up to $10,000. So we're going to get into this, but let me tell you right now, let me first and foremost say this. I don't know if you've thought about this, but it's becoming very clear that we really don't need truckers to boycott or to not deliver goods to cities in order to make a point to anything. And here's what I'm saying. Number one, if I were a trucker, there is no way in Hades, if I could get away with it, that I would be going into these major cities right now just because of safety. Now, I'm a woman, so I have a different perspective maybe about some things, so there is that. But people need to do what works best for them. I get it. You got to pay the bills. You got to pay your taxes. I mean, who's going to pay for all these new friends that we have to make here in the country, right? I mean, come on. I mean, it's all on you, baby. So people need to do what works best for them, but it's pretty obvious that these big cities, I put out a video the other day about the big cities, and basically they're going to implode on themselves, and at the rate that we are going right now, I think that's a pretty fair assessment. If you are a United States citizen living in New York or in any of these major cities, especially in California, or name one, I hear from you guys all day long, and you are living in a nightmare. We're all in the twilight zone, but you especially are, and I applaud you for doing the best that you can to prepare, to make backup plans, and to do what you need to do for your family, because the writing is on the wall. You just never know what's going to happen, and as we've seen over the last 4 years, things can ignite just like that, right? Right. Well, here's the bottom line. Well, I guess, it doesn't matter if you live in New York by all the things that I'm seeing. It doesn't matter if you're struggling. It doesn't matter if you are on the list of multiple how many evictions that are happening to people because they can't afford the rent in New York. You'll be all right. Just live it out on the street. Nobody's going to help you, but you can tough it out because you're tough. But if you are an illegal, apparently the mayor is wanting to give them a lot of moolah. Where's that coming from, by the way? Is that why they're trying to squeeze, what is it? Get the juice out of a turnip, whatever. I don't think you can do that anymore. I guess that's why they need Donald Trump's money. Just a thought there. But have you seen all the proposals? Now, here's the thing. I have heard from different people, and I have Googled. Google is important. You got to be able to Google. Look it up. Different articles say different things, but none of it is good. So basically, from what I'm understanding, the illegals that are living in New York, basically, now this is one of the articles that I read this morning, they don't like the food that they're being served. So the mayor doesn't want to waste money anymore. So he's just going to give them a debit card and have money on it, let them do what they want. Isn't that amazing? So there's different articles saying different things. So you correct me. So you put me in the know, okay? You put us all in the know. What you've seen, what you know. I've seen $1,000, and then I've seen up to $10,000. Now that was for a family of 4. I'm a family of 4. Hello. Let's just say, so $10,000 today. What could you tell me what you do with $10,000? I mean, let's just go for it. I mean, $10,000, you could pay off debt. You could catch up on all, if you are basically on the border in terms of on the border, it's all about the border. If you are on the edge of being evicted, or you're behind on your house payment or your car payments, man, you could get so far ahead. You could pay off the school loans that they're wanting everybody else to pay. I mean, because what have you been doing the last how many years? You've not been paying your school loans off. I mean, what could you do today? What could you and your family do with, let's say, $10,000? I mean, even $1,000. What would you do with that money? Yeah. So here's what I'm saying. Truckers, you just keep on trucking. Don't you worry about nothing. You get your money and you turn around and you pay your bills and you pay off your debt and you do everything that you can to prepare yourself at your final destination or your home spot, because this is what's going to happen. We don't need truckers to boycott to make a point and hurt a city. They're doing a mighty fine job on their own. That's right. The replacement theory is working out beautifully in these large cities. Now, I had somebody say something to me earlier today. They're like, you understand this is coming to the country too. Yep. Why do you think I continue to tell you day after day, month after month, year after year, to prepare as best you can? Because yes, if these agendas continue to roll like they are, which is America last, the replacement is here, and they are going to burn you for every dime that you make. Yes, it is affecting all of us. It is affecting every single American, tax-paying American citizen right now. Now, the next thing that I want to ask you is, okay, so we're bringing these people into the country. Notice that I said they're not crossing. They're being brought into the country. And they're making money, 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 money. Woo! Let's go doomsday here. Can we do it? Let's go doomsday. What happens when the money stops rolling? What if the taxpayer says, we're not going to do this anymore? Or what if we go through an economic collapse? So all of these people that don't like what they're being fed now suddenly stop getting their goodie bags. How are they going to react? I mean, they're already beating cops in the streets and throwing chairs in the air and doing all kinds of things. I mean, just small stuff. So what do you think they're going to do when the goodie bag is no longer available? That's right. When they're forced to, I don't know how they're going to get by. I mean, I'm sure they'll find a way. But I'm just saying, there's a lot to think about here. So, is the trucker boycott going on? You know, I've been cleaning my house, spring cleaning today, moving fencing, moving turkeys. I don't know. I said the other day, I'm like, will this happen? I don't know. I'm not worried about it, because while I feel for my followers in New York, I hate to say it, what are you going to do about it? Because this is the situation you've been placed in. Truckers are not causing your problem. Donald Trump is not causing your problem. People down here in the South are not causing your problem. Your politicians in your state and in your large cities are causing your problems. And if you can't see that, then number one, you're on the wrong YouTube channel, and number two, nobody can help you. Because I really honestly think that, and I know I'm really not talking to anybody in this crowd. It's just going to be somebody that scrolls by and goes, what is this about? And they click on it and they don't like it. You know, they want to continue to push the agenda. These trolls and these bots, you will find all over the place, they want to push this agenda. It's complete mind and spiritual manipulation. We are in the biggest spiritual warfare you have ever seen, okay? So what are you going to do? Because I'm telling you right now, if truckers stop coming, which some say some individual ones are going to boycott, some are saying they aren't, I'm not going to stress about it, because here is my point. Your politicians are the ones that are burning the cities for you. And when it all escalates at some point, and when it does, you know who to thank for that. Because are they going to give up their salaries to help pay for all of this? No, they're going to expect you to hand over your tax dollars day after day in order to push their agenda. So you have to make personal decisions on, are you going to stay? Do I stay or do I go? I mean, what are you going to do? I'm going to continue to tell you to prepare as much as you can. If you are choosing to stay where you are, I get that. It's very hard for a lot of people to leave where they're from and where they've been raised and where they've been for generations. If you're going to duke it out and fight it out, God love you, God bless you. I'm praying for you. But at the end of the day, let's all remember The average American citizen at this point in time is not your problem. The average taxpayer, regardless of, what you think, is not your problem. It is your politicians. And you have to go back to the drawing board and figure out how all of these things are happening. So if an individual trucker decides to stop delivering, he made his personal decision, that worked best for him, hopefully his home, his safety, his family, etc. Good on you. You should have that right. But at the end of the day, I don't think it's the truckers or anyone, for that matter, other than your crooked politicians that are literally taking your money and doling it out to people that are illegally coming into the country, because that's where we are. The agenda is very, very clear, folks. It is as plain as day. So anybody out there that that acts like they don't know what's going on, it's either deliberate that they don't know what's going on, or they're dumb as dirt. And I hate to put down dirt like that, but it's true, because they are not lying to you anymore, okay? They are point blank in front of your face, showing you exactly who they are and telling you exactly what they're going to do. And it is very boldly stated as Americans last. So New York, or anyone in these large cities, and large cities are in the South too, better be thinking about who you have in office and exactly what they're doing. And believe me, I am very well aware we have a serious problem with two wings of the same bird. So don't think that I don't think that and believe that, because frankly, I think everybody should be pulled, and we need an entire new situation in terms of putting in good people, the right people to lead we the people. If you like this video, like, subscribe, and share. I appreciate you so much for being here. If you are in these large cities, anywhere for that matter, I'm praying for you. And I urge you to be preparing as much as you can. Be praying and walking with our God and our Lord Jesus Christ daily. And be peaceful as much as you can. Because whether you want to believe it or not, at some point, somewhere down the line, a day of reckoning is coming. Please be prepared. I'll see you guys on the next video. Godspeed and God bless.